back, guys. Welcome to another episode of the OTD Podcast, the only podcast where you're more confused at the end than you are at the beginning.
Riddle wrapped in an enigma.
For real. We don't know what's happening. We never know what's going on. We're just here to yap for a bit.
I'm confused myself while editing it, so.
Yeah.
We got everybody in the building today. We got Jesus in the building, young Jeremy Jones, King Lola, and of course, I'm your boy, pretty sweet angel baby. We got so much to cover this week. It's been crazy hectic. Y'all watch 90 Day Fiance? Y'all watch 90 Day Fiance? Anybody?
Mm-hmm.
No?
No, because TV comes like, where do you watch that?
No.
They don't even have it on streaming channels.
I watched Love is Blind and Married at First Sight. The only two I watched.
Okay, well, our first story today is kind of similar to that. I'm going to let Lola take it away and tell you a little bit about what's going on, but I've been keeping up with this, and it's
Have you seen it? And I want you to, I'm going to ask you to guess what state this lady is from. Okay, so this lady, she's a 33-year-old woman. She has been communicating with a 19-year-old man, young man in Pakistan. Is that how you say it? Pakistan?
Young man.
I said it incorrectly. Yeah, a young man from Pakistan, 19 years old. She actually traveled to Pakistan to get married to this young man. And in response, his mother said, "Fuck you." His mother said, "Absolutely the fuck not."
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so his mom said, "No, you're not marrying my son. That's not happening." So now guess what? They're saying that she's stuck in Pakistan, but she's not really stuck. The lady don't want to leave. They got her a flight and she do not want to leave. She says she is staying in Pakistan. The only way that she's leaving is with her mans.
My man.
And that's that. And let me show you. I want y'all to guess where you think this woman is from, because I just want you to guess. Let me share this with y'all real quick. Y'all see this?
Like, where is she? Ooh. Wait, is that the woman?
This is the woman right here.
Oh, okay.
And it just kind of gives you some details on it. It gives you some details on this, but she basically is saying, yeah, she's not leaving. She's not leaving without her man, or y'all got to pay her $50,000. It's one or the other.
So it's up to 100 now. It's up to 100 now.
100,000. This woman is out her rabbit ass mind. Where do y'all think she's from?
Let me guess. Memphis.
No, not Memphis.
You gotta play a video so they can hear her.
Oh yeah. Let me
get the video real fast.
If she sounds like Glorilla, I'm gonna be right.
She said it's beautiful out here.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Let me share this so y'all can hear this. Hold on.
$50,000 is wild. I'm not gonna
lie. It's up to 100
on the newspaper that y'all gonna give us money tomorrow or by the end of this week. We need $50K. Listen, it's not about that. It's about money. So send it in.
So just based off that little tiny clip, where y'all think she's from? I could have told y'all without listening to her, but
I know where she's from, but I'm gonna let them guess. I know where she's from.
No, so send it in. So send it in.
You gotta take context.
Baltimore.
The way she's talking, the attitude, bring it all in.
Am I close?
I give you a clue too.
I have no idea.
It's somewhere that Lola hates.
Cleveland.
No. Jesus?
Detroit?
I don't know. I have no idea.
All right. Well, she is from the only state that I would take out and let them be an island of their own, New York. She is from New York.
Oh, she's from New York.
And would you expect anything different? You know, I feel like in the United States, there are two states that are just completely outrageous. Okay, we live in one of them, Florida. We have a Florida man, but the other state is New York, and she is the product. She represents New York for being crazy and outrageous and delusional.
It's a fact.
And no offense to my friends. No offense to my friends in New York.
50 racks.
100K. She said, "Give me 100K. I'm gonna rebuild your community. We're gonna go build a house in Dubai. She got plans too. It's not like, oh, she don't got plans. And
I mean,
they're doing a press conference. She's like, I don't want to answer that question. Get out of my face with that. You gotta
Now
watch
she's
the video,
holding.
guys.
She's holding media
she
like
said
an NBA player.
Yeah.
She said she's about to make Pakistan like what did she say? Financially stable or something.
With 100K? Did she not know what 100K is worth?
In America,
I don't understand.
In America, but over there, she said it's different. Give me 100K.
What is that? 200K?
It was 5, and then it went up to what 50. Then it was 100, and she wants 20 by the end of the week. So we're gonna keep watching and kind of peep how that story develops. But shouts out to her and her 90 Day Fiance love journey. I hope she makes it. I'm actually.
I hope she makes it.
I'm starting to think the fact that that's happening and they're not immediately like, yeah, let's just deport this lady. We should just start doing that. I got to pick my place. I might pick Thailand and go over there and start doing some press conferences. I don't know where you guys.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
You're not leaving?
I'm not leaving. Like that's what you should say. I'm not leaving until y'all give me.
I'm not leaving. I need 300K. I'm gonna clean up Thailand with that money. I'm basically a politician.
Right. Basically, yeah. Is that extortion?
I'm like young Harvey Dent without the Two-Face shit going on. Young Harvey Dent. Speaking about making a dent in some financial wages. Our next story covers something that's been going on. I don't know if you've seen, guys. Target has been empty. Niggas is trying not to shop at Walmart, but there's one place that's been packed out for the week. Lola, what are we talking about?
We're talking about Costco. And I'm about to quit my job and go to Costco because for the non-union workers, they are paying up to $30. They're paying minimum wage right now for them, or minimum is $30 the hour for your Costco employee. That's your cashiers, your people that just work there. Non-union. Now, the union people still have to wait for their contract. I don't know what's going on with them. They're doing like $20 an hour. But if you are a non-union member at Costco, you are making $30 the hour. With, I think it's like $1 raise every 6 months or every year or something like that.
And with the way that these tariffs and stuff is going, you know people's about to be shopping at Costco. If you get like a employee discount on top of the bulk stuff, we might all need to be, doing a little part time or something at Costco.
Yeah, I'm about to apply.
I guess so. Give me a vest.
Give me a vest.
Don't they got a little red vest?
Yeah, they do.
I could be a stalker.
I ain't doing that. I'll be I don't want to be a greeter. I'll be annoying. I'll be the guy that checks the receipt, but I'm gonna act like I'm gonna read it, but I'm just actually just looking
at the door.
I just want to waste people's times. I don't like. Like, I don't like you. I'm gonna waste your time. I'm gonna just sit there and like act like. Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. I got it.
On the receipt.
I'm gonna just act like I'm just waste your time. That would be my reverse racism. Every white person I don't like, I'm just waste their time.
This nigga has a plan, and I hate it.
Right.
I always hate you guys at the front because I'm like, what do you even really do here? I would definitely be a stalker. I'm not trying to deal with people high key. I can keep it a buck with you.
Bro, you're dangerous. You know they stalk that crap so high. You're getting up and down. You're moving. Bro,
they got like forklifts and stuff to put it up? It's Costco. It's all bulk.
Not all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes they got...
They got the little things, right? Lola, am I true?
The little forklift.
They got the lip. And until it crashes you and tips over and it falls on you. I'm okay.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
Sure.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
Either I'm making $30 an hour or I'm making $3 million or $30 million for that lawsuit. But either way, Costco's fan. Shout out to Costco because we really needed it right now.
I can only imagine you start to move up in there. You're making 30 as a cashier, and then
that's what I'm saying.
What's supervising money looking like? I have to leave my job.
Yeah. Costco's paying Elon Musk money right now.
What the benefits look like? Right.
All right, moving on to our next story, guys. This one's coming all the way from South America. Jesucito. Tell us what we're talking about today.
Yes. So I'm sure you guys know him. I just learned about him this week. These really famous streamer called Speed. Do you know about him? iShowSpeed. He's got like 20 million or something. I had no idea who he was till he traveled to South America this past week. And he's been making chaos down there, like mobilizing a lot of people, trying different foods and doing stuff. And I wanted to show you 3 of my favorite clips of him down there. Let me share my screen. So, and this is also a question for you because I had no idea who he was. So, this is like, I wanted to ask you guys, what does he actually do? Like I know he does all of these crazy stuff and he's being funny and all, but what's his relevant?
What the fuck?
This is Pete in Argentina and his encounter with Messi. I know he's really big into soccer and he's like also big into wrestling. He's been at the Royal Rumble this weekend. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It's been crazy this past week. It's been all over the news and stuff.
For real.
And, yeah. And this is can you see it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is him about to encounter Messi.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Yeah. He was not really encountering Messi.
What you doing here, bro?
He seems to have like some sort of beef with Messi. I don't know. He might like Cristiano Ronaldo better. But this is the kind of stuff he's been doing. And he's been like doing these crazy long live streamings. Some of them will last for like 4 hours and stuff. Can you see this one right here? Or are you still with Speed in Argentina?
Yeah, we're still seeing Argentina.
You gotta click the.
Let me stop sharing screen.
He's a big Ronaldo fan. Like he's a huge Ronaldo fan. So the beef with Messi is understandable because if you like Ronaldo, you don't like Messi, and if you like Messi, you don't like Ronaldo. Like you got to pick who's your GOAT.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my GOAT is Messi. My son's GOAT is Ronaldo.
I like them both. To be honest with you.
You gotta pick a side, Jesus.
Pick a side.
Red versus
You
blue.
gotta pick a side.
Black versus white.
This is America.
Left, right.
We pick sides here. That's all we do.
Crip or blood? What are you?
Very polarized here. But this is my favorite second clip of him down in South America. This is in Ecuador, I think. But this is really funny because this is the kind of encounters he'll have with fans down there. This is a crazy dude from Ecuador.
I would never in my life get on my knees.
Oh my God.
And that's what he does, right? He works.
Yeah, his fans are crazy.
This because he's crazy though. Like
And he'll be doing the
off as a
backflips and all. But this is my favorite part. He tries to go for it and oh.
Yo, he does a backflip too boldly. Like the way he did it with his hands, and it looked like he was totally looking at the ground, like vertically. Like, yo, I could never do a backflip like that. Like, I'm too scary. Like,
I think on one of his streams, he like went to like some gymnast or somebody to show him specifically how to start doing backflips or some shit like that. But like
he does them all the time.
He's big.
Yeah, it's really big in sports and all, right? And yeah. He was doing parkour in Lima and all. And of course, my third favorite moment is in my hometown. He was given like the honor, if you want to say so, of being mayor of Lima for 1 hour. So
wow.
He went out. Yeah, he went out to this balcony, like the main square in Peru, and there were like 15,000 people outside.
Wow. That's
This
a lot
Lima.
of fans.
Yeah, he moved like Michael Jackson in the crowds, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's doing his thing.
My thing is too, he's like, what is he, like 19 or 20?
Yeah, he's young. Like, I don't think he's 21 yet. He might have just turned 21, but he's real young.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Look at that amount of people. Look at that. That's crazy.
Good for him. I just think it's so cool that this generation can do these kinds of things, you know? Like, we didn't have that stuff back when we was 19. Like,
nah.
We was just getting into Facebook, I think.
Well, I don't know about that.
It feels like a lifetime ago.
You said we was just getting to Facebook. I think we was definitely on some other stuff. It was like
Twitter?
Wasn't he like playing games and stuff, like streaming video games or something now?
Yeah, he was a streamer. That's how he started off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how a lot of them start off. Ironically, I don't play any video games, so I just know about most of them, like him, Kai Cenat, all of those other people through social media and not through their actual streams.
I love Kai Cenat.
But this goes to show you all the times when we were younger playing video games and our parents were telling us to get off of it, brain rot, X, Y, and Z. They were definitely wrong, and we should have just ignored them and kept playing, because that could be Jeremy right now. I show Jeremy.
Yeah. I show Jeremy. What is this, iCarly?
iCarly really was the revolution.
She was the blueprint.
She was the blueprint. Absolutely. iCarly was the blueprint to all of this.
Like, here it started, if I could keep it a buck, it started with Zoom. Jesus, if you don't know what Zoom is, go look up PBS Zoom back in the day. It started with Zoom, and then thank you. I unlocked the memory. Yeah, and then it went to iCarly, and now it's where we're at right now. Everybody got a mic, everybody got a show, everybody got a streamer. They're trying to have Ice Spice on their show, whatever.
It's still crazy to me how big these guys are, and one last fun fact about this tour: he made around 4,000 new subscribers in 1 week of doing all of these live streams.
Good for him.
Yeah,
good for him. I support his.
Is he getting sued by Drake?
I don't think he's one of the people, because he doesn't do like music and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Like
Drake is so sassy. He sues everybody at this point. Who gives a fuck?
I don't think Drake's ever coming back, but damn, we about to get sued now. Damn, Jeremy, why'd you mention this shit? Lola, stop! We're gonna get sued, bro. Oh my god.
We mentioned his name. Now we're sued.
Oh, they're coming for us. Aubrey, please.
When Jesus was showing that clip, I seen that a little thing of Central C, just to divert real fast. Did y'all hear that Central C said that he made the Nike tech suits popular in America? I just want to point that one out.
I'm going to say what everybody's been saying. He had one too many beans on his toast. They need to stop. He had one too many beans on his toast. Like, come on, bro. The UK has never really put us on anything but lingo. That's what they have. They should stick to that. We like their lingo. Other than that, I feel like they catch on to our trends 4 or 5 years later and then swear to God they're putting shit on.
But TikTok is down. The British were like, they were like, come back, Americans, and that just tells you everything. So,
if we were to just stop communicating and do our own thing, them niggas, like, by the time we come back and link up again, it would be like when Christopher Columbus discovered a new world or some shit. We'd be coming on boats with JBL speakers playing Fetty Wap, and them niggas would be rubbing sticks together trying to figure out like high key. Like, it is what it is. Jumping into some more South American news. Trump goes full bully mode. Like, what are we talking about? Is this? And we know Trump's a bully, by the way. He could sue us. We don't care.
I'm sure you heard about it, but there was this beef last week that lasted for a few hours between the U.S. and Colombia. When the first deportations Trump did to Colombia were rejected by Colombia's president because he thought they were not treating them like humanely in a human way. So he was like, "No, fuck no, we're not letting them in." And that created this beef. Like, for a few hours, Trump started like saying that they were gonna do more tax increase the taxes for imports from Colombia, and Colombia's president still resisted though, because he was like, "Fuck no, I don't care." But after a few hours, he let go. He ended up accepting like what the U.S. had to say and all the deported people got back in. But of course, Trump took this as as a way to show his power, and he was like, "This is just the beginning of what we're doing. Everybody's gonna play our way." And yeah, I mean, it's what's going to happen, right? Because if Colombia's president will stick to his thing, which I totally agree. I mean, most of the coffee we drink here comes from South America, especially from Colombia, like 30%, I think, of the coffee we consume. And I was saying that full bully mode because it's just, I'm not sure if he was gonna even do it because I'm not huge into economics, but I know if he raises taxes, I mean, Americans suffer it too, right?
He's been doing a bunch of shit this week. I mean, even with since it's past the first now, even with the tariffs that he implemented on China, Canada, and Mexico.
He implemented that already?
They're already striking back. They're going after the alcohol industry as of now. So they're not buying any alcohol from any of the Republican states, which I know them niggas in Kentucky and all those other states are about to suffer because that's a huge loss for them. People are really fucking around and starting to find out. Mexico's prepared to back whatever their president says. Also, another thing, most of our electricity in certain states, especially up north, is coming from Canada. So if them niggas decide to fuck it, if you want to be a bully, we could be a bully too, and cut it off, we're gonna have some issues. Y'all better start buying candles.
Yeah. And I know America's a huge market, so it's not really much other countries can do, especially, I mean, maybe Canada, but smaller countries down there in South America, they depend on what goes on here a lot. So it's either they change their market to China or something bigger. I don't know, but he knows what he's doing, and he knows he's got the power in some way or another.
He has some power. I'm starting to feel like he's probably overplayed his hand a little bit too much, and the power that America has or whatever is not the same as they think. Because I'm like, all right, if it's high school, right? Let's say you're bullying you're the bully and you're bullying 4 or 5 different students, right? But if all 4 or 5 of them students say, fuck that, we finna get our lick back, and they jump your ass, there's nothing you can do. And they decide, all right, fuck it, we just because it goes both ways, oh, Jeremy was doing your homework, Jesus was helping you out in gym class, Lola was helping you out with X, Y, and Z after school or whatever. But if they turn around and they're like, all right, I'm gonna let this nigga fail his class, I'm gonna let this nigga, get jumped in gym and they steal his gym shoes, whatever the fuck, or whatever, them niggas can get their get back. It's gonna take nothing. And I think with the tariff shit that they're doing and how they're starting to organize is just the beginning. We're gonna go into all out weird feud, and we might end up on some 1940s ration Germany type shit, honestly speaking,
It's gonna be a wild 4 years.
It's hopefully
it's just started. I'm not a big fan of the president in Colombia right now, but I was not. There was a lot of Colombians that were like, oh, stop being an idiot, you're making it hard for Colombians. But I wasn't in complete disagreement. Treat people with dignity. You were bringing them in military planes that have less seating than a regular plane has. Didn't he I think he ended up sending planes himself. We'll send our own planes to pick up our people, but treat them like humans. I get it, it's a crime to enter the States illegally, but they're acting like some of these people were murderers or something. I don't know. I just thought that was, I wasn't in complete disagreement with that, at all. I do want to share something, and I'm sorry, I just have to share this because I thought it was so funny. Speaking about Trump and letting people in, I don't know if y'all have seen this, and so I just want to share it real quick because I just thought it was hilarious.
Oh, I saw it.
As long as he came here legally. As long as Jesus Christ came to this country legally.
Yes. Hey, Bruce, you hear that?
Thank you.
We're talking to you. Why don't you come here legally?
Well, I love that clip.
I'm already here.
Great.
And I did need papers, so they're right.
Yo.
That just shows you just
crazy.
America.
That's insane.
America.
Speaking of Trump and planes, though.
Oh man,
Trump and planes.
I know it's been a long year. It's been a long year. Crap, it's only been January so far.
It's been 10 days, bro.
He's only been president for like 2 weeks, and it feels January already feels like 2-3 months long. And because you notice that we already had 2 terrorist attacks and about 4 plane crashes already. Insane. But I don't know if you guys noticed that there was I heard of a plane crash that happened up in DC. Apparently, Trump blamed it on DEI and DEI practices. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and watch his little quick interview or press conference that he suggested to have. Because I've been like, why have the press conference? He should have just sent like a tweet. Like, should have just gave out to like, I don't know, Elon
Trump
Musk.
tweeting is worse. Trump tweeting is worse. Trump tweets never turn out good, bro.
Website state they include hearing, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disability, psychiatric disability, and dwarfism all qualify for the position of a controller of airplanes pouring into our country, pouring into a little spot, a little dot on the map, a little runway. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan. Think of that. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan, which says diversity is integral to achieving FAA's mission of ensuring safe and efficient travel. I don't think so. I think it's the opposite. The FAA website shows that the agency's guidance on diversity hiring were last updated on March 23rd of 22. They wanted to make it even more so. And then I came in, and I assume maybe this is the reason. The FAA, which is overseen by Secretary Pete Buttigieg, a real winner. That guy's a real winner. Do you know how badly everything's run?
Yo, his makeup is killing me.
Transportation. He's
That's
a disaster.
what I always think.
He was a disaster as a mayor. He ran his
look at this guy and say,
city into the ground, and he's a disaster now. He's just got a good line of bullshit. The Department of Transportation is government agency charged with regulating civil aviation. Well, he runs it, 45,000 people, and he's run it right into the ground with his diversity.
All right, I'm gonna need y'all to explain this to me. Like
I had to say that.
Explain this to me like I'm 5.
He blames the fact that there's a shortage of FAA and unqualified people who work in aviation due to DEI practices and DEI hires. Somebody like Pete Buttigieg is a senator who happens to be homosexual. And he was in place and a few years ago, was one of the people instrumental in pushing more practices of equitable hires for DEI. And DEI doesn't mean black. Everybody thinks that just means black. It just means anything that's not a white man, aka a woman, anybody with disabilities. And in Trump's case,
you mentioned epilepsy, though. I don't want nobody with epilepsy driving my plane. Like,
you can have epilepsy and not fly a plane. You can have
epilepsy. Right? Basically,
I get what you're saying.
Even to work there, if you have like epileptic seizures or whatever, you could be like a janitor or whatever. He's like, you shouldn't even work there, period.
Right.
Type shit.
Oh, okay.
Because you can work in the airport.
They cause this.
Yeah, like I don't want somebody who has hard of. Yeah. We don't need blind people flying planes. Yes, they're blind. You can work in the airport blind.
Yeah. It's nothing like against you guys with epilepsy. Nobody against you with epilepsy. I just don't want nobody with epilepsy flying the plane I'm on. And that again, no offense in any way. I hope nobody with epilepsy is taking offense to this. But
anyways, has anybody even seen this other plane crash that's going to happen in Philadelphia? Let me show you, because apparently somebody had a doorbell ring of the plane crash happened in Philadelphia, and it was actually pretty scary. I can only imagine just walking up.
6 minutes away from my uncle's house.
Oh,
holy shit!
At least he wasn't walking outside.
Yeah, man.
oh, damn.
Damn. Crazy. It just almost seemed like it came out of it looked like a shooting star almost like a meteor. If you look at it one more time, well, yeah, far enough. It almost looks like a meteor. It just comes out.
Oh, they thought they were gonna die.
Yeah, terrorist attack! Look at that! Yeah, I thought aliens, bro. I was like, oh, Will Smith. We got aliens.
Not Will Smith.
Come on, Independence Day.
So first thing, hearts go out to anybody whose family members, personal loved ones, whatever, passed within,
of course,
the last week from these multiple crashes. But if we look at the timeline, there's a couple things happening, and this is all alleged. So Elon Musk don't try to sue us. But if you look at the timeline of things that happened, it started with that SpaceX mission that fucked up, right? Where
that blew up over Haiti.
And all the debris was flying through the sky, and so they had to divert a bunch of flights because of that shit, right? And so they were trying to charge Elon Musk for that. I think it was like $600,000 or some shit like that. Which, if you're a billionaire of his status or whatever, is kind of nothing, right? But they leveraged that to fire all the higher ups in the FAA, right? So within doing that, you have, 2 weeks, a week later after you fire all these people, they are severely understaffed and undermanned, and you've had 3 plane crashes in 3 days. One in DC, one in Philly, and then now one in Barbara. You can't tell me this is not just like showing how fucked up this shit has been getting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Speaking of fucked up shit that's been going on, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Doomsday Clock. By the way, Doomsday Clock sounds like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it sounds like Superman's villain alarm clock.
That's what they had.
Right?
Yeah. The Doomsday Clock, right?
Yeah, the Doomsday Clock is Superman's alarm clock. Well, the Doomsday Clock is a symbolic representation of how close humanity is to actually having a global catastrophe. A few days ago, it was unveiled. The time was unveiled in DC, which is weird because it was only a couple days right afterwards the plane crash. So yeah, in DC they unveiled the Doomsday Clock's new time. It's currently sitting about 86 seconds away from midnight. Now midnight is supposed to represent, huh?
Is it real?
Yeah, it's real. It's not a real clock. It's not a real clock. Like it's not. Don't get it twisted. It doesn't have like seconds and stuff.
I thought it was just a comic book concept. You know, I have no idea.
Yeah.
They actually added Doomsday Clock.
Oh, it's real. It's right here for you, boy.
It looks like
but it's a metaphorical. It's metaphorical. It's metaphorical, guys. It's a metaphorical clock. It's not a real clock.
That's crazy.
It's all metaphorical. The reason being,
why do they seem so happy? They're like presenting this though. They're like, look.
Right? You got to understand who these people are. One of the people is the former Colombian president. The Doomsday Clock is run by a whole bunch of nerds, pretty much, that are called the Atomic Bulletin Board. And the people that unveiled it or showed it off right here are members of a group called the Elders. If you never heard of this group called the Elders, you're probably thinking of I
watched Green Lantern. I know.
Exactly. You probably think it's
through the universe.
Professor X, Mr. Fantastic. No, none of these people. They all look like this with no superpowers. They all wear slacks, guys. Like they're not anything special. We got a black woman here. She's not Storm, so they're not exactly anything special. But anyway, the group of elders, if you don't know, was founded by Nelson Mandela. I'm stop sharing right here. Was founded by Nelson Mandela. And what the name was coined by none other than Peter Gabriel and Richard Branson. But anyways, the reason that they adjusted this clock, it's been due to a certain number of catastrophes and political destabilization that's going on in Ukraine and everything going on in America. And now it's as closest as it's ever been. Mind you, this Doomsday Clock was invented right after World War II. And they're saying we're the closest to midnight have we ever been. And that just got me something a little bit eerie, how all these plane crashes are starting to happen. So I want to tell you guys, what do you guys think about that? Like, is Jesus Christ going to come back, or so we get our bunkers going here? Because a lot of these experts, and mind you, these people who are on the board of elders are not regular people. They're all politicians, diplomats, former presidents, UN officials, and to join this group, you got to be invited.
They sound like Marvel fans. Like
I mean, the group of elders.
Like
the group of elders.
Names, Doomsday Clock, Iron Man Shield. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Isn't this?
It is what it is.
Isn't this the plot from Loki? From Loki 2? I've seen it. It all goes. It's all lie.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unrevealed, guys. Doomsday Clock's a hoax.
But yeah.
I
like this.
Well, yeah, just to let you know. So the feeling.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know what? We gotta be
Kevin
in the
Feige
darkest
and
timeline.
Christopher Nolan. We have to be. Yes. That's what's happening.
This can't be real.
Also,
so I know you guys feel like it's doom and gloom.
Have a snooze button? Does the Doomsday Clock have a snooze button on it that gives us 9 extra minutes?
Oh my God! Oh, please do. We need like 9 extra thousand years, because it's not just you feeling like the world might be over. It's a whole bunch of experts. So just letting you guys know. Get your guns. If it goes to 12,
it's midnight. Yeah.
Nothing. It's metaphorical, guys. It's metaphorical. It never really will hit midnight. Because if it did, then the world would be over.
How much are they making? Because now
they're making.
Well, yeah. How much are they making to be on this council of elders?
Nothing. You have to invite only. It's all just in name only. Yeah, it's independent group. You're not owned by a nation or run by a nation or anything. So it pretty much it's a giant club of nerds.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm lost, like in the sauce. I'm lost times the 18. The 89 seconds to midnight doesn't make sense to me because I thought there's only 60 seconds.
It's 60 minutes an hour, but the 68 seconds to midnight means there's a minute and 10 seconds per minute.
89. But
they go in seconds, not minutes, because if it was a minute, then it would be midnight.
But when you look at a clock, it's 60 seconds.
Yeah, but there's also
89 seconds.
Yeah,
89
but
seconds.
that means it's a minute and 30 seconds. You keep counting the seconds, but it's a way of saying it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they give us a new trophy just to say that? Because it feels like it took money to go and get that made.
I think this is part of Doge's plan. Probably could be Doge's plan with government inefficiency to cut that program. Maybe, I don't know. It's not run by the government or anything. Again, it's run by a group of nerds. It's not anybody.
That's what I'm saying. What does it have to do with anything? How does Doge have to do anything?
Nothing. It's
who put the money up for the statue?
Group of nerds.
Just come and tell us.
Put it on a tweet.
Like, yeah, I'm still confused by it. They're like, oh, we came up with 89 seconds. Now let's go statues.com and get this made before the Grammys, because, you know, they're going to push us back. And we gotta
pretty much, it's more of an announcement like, hey, guys, this world seems like it's about to be over. Don't you guys think so, too?
All them niggas look old. They look like they got 89 seconds of life left in them.
Bro, all they think about is world problems. When you look old, like all you thought about is world problems. Like all I think about is famine, poverty, and war. God, yes, look what age you. Did you see? Black don't crack, but that black woman, yeah, it looked like she was cracking right there. Like
she looked like she was tired of their shit.
She is stressed.
She did not look like. She did not look like these three white people. These two white people and this Asian. Better get out my face. Like
they got.
She didn't look too happy there.
From Marvel's 10 Rings. They got Sub-Zero. They got Professor X when he started doing drugs and he could walk. And they have Storm's aunt, Little Storm.
What? Blizzard?
Blizzard.
This is like that graphic novel Watchmen, and they had a Doomsday Clock in there.
Exactly.
And it was all a plan from like this millionaire, like elite group of people to actually cause a catastrophe when they needed it. So they were like protect him, something that they were actually creating.
Did they provide any solutions though to anything?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They do. They have an advisory board that with the UN, but remember, they are just a group of nerds that don't really have any power or influence over anything.
They're just fucking nerds.
This seems like a
get together to play ball
club.
Diplomats and nerds.
It seems like an after school club that somehow made it onto the world stage. Like they used to just get together after school, and now we all
play D&D and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember that school club that cleaned the school and did a whole bunch of fundraisers, but nobody really cared or gave them money?
No.
Yeah, that's them on a global scale.
Oh, well, good for them. I appreciate them updating us. Next time, make it a digital clock so they can just update the time and they don't have to waste money on the new stuff.
That's true. It's a cool logo, though, I gotta say. Yeah.
Shit like that, which I'm sure takes away a few more seconds from us. Them niggas is wasting our time right now. Moving on to some more topics that are not as Marvel-inducing and DC-related. Instagram is making a new bribe, guys. They are now offering content creators exclusive deals to come back to IG and start making reels for them. So let me show you.
Reels suck. Instagram doesn't pay. They all blow.
People up to like 50K for 6 months. That's like 300 on the higher end to like 2,500. Are you guys seeing my screen? Or
no.
No? Let me. What? Hold on.
All I see is DEI.
Okay, Trump. What? But they're offering people these exclusive contracts, which would be like 300K on the higher end and somewhere like between 15K on the lower end. And it'd be like 3 month to 6 month contracts to exclusively make real content for IG. Now, Lola and I'm going to keep it a buck. We're mostly on TikTok. We're not going to lie to you. But I know, Jeremy, you're an old man. You're still on the Facebook and the Snap Talks and stuff like that.
Snap Talks.
What do you ticks? So what's your price range to jump back to IG and start making reels?
How much monthly again?
So it depends on like what your audience range is. So on the higher end, it's 50K for 6 months, and then on the lower end, it's 15,000 for 6 months. So some of that includes stuff like you'd have to make 3 to like 6 reels a week, and over 6 months, and then they have to be at least 15 seconds, but no longer than 3 minutes, and you have to share at least like 2 IG stories a month.
And I can't go on TikTok?
You can go on TikTok, but all of that content that you produce has to remain on IG, like exclusively on IG.
For 15K? For 6 months?
15K, yeah.
Yeah, they got me.
I think TikTok pay more.
TikTok does pay more, but
I'm good. Keep me on TikTok.
They're saying some creators are already turning down this funds.
Cause dude, reels suck, bro. The engagement, the algorithm on Instagram is so trash, bro. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would not. And I don't even get views like that. I'm on my way to become TikTok famous. Follow me. But but hell nah. The views I get on TikTok, I would barely get 4 views on reels. I'm good.
Yeah, I feel you. It's a bit of that. I think it's also the audience. Like, when you get on TikTok, I feel like it's just more organic. People are like laughing. There's funny content. There's like day in the life content. There's whatever. And I feel like on IG, most of the time when I get on there, I'm just seeing people like flex or try to show something curated, like some curated lifestyle that they think I want to see. And most of the time I'm like, I don't care. So I'm not really that engaged.
That part. I could be fed on TikTok. I can't be fed on Instagram.
You can. So for the 15K a month offer, it's been offered to several people, 15-second videos, no longer than 3 minutes. That's exclusive for 3 months posting, and that's just like the 50K. You get 50K in that deal. But like I said, some people will take it, some people will not. I just thought that was kind of funny. I think the IG should just focus on bringing back photos and making the algorithm better to connect you with more people that would actually be interested in your content. But instead of trying to like buy people over from TikTok, because that's just not how it works. Next thing I kind of want to talk about, guys, is I saw this article about how older Gen Z people were talking about discontinued tech items that they loved and they wish that they could like re-experience or experience for the first time. And some of these I thought were funny, and because I'm like, they still exist. And I was just like, let's see how old we are. The first one is YouTube videos not interrupted by ads. To me, I'm like, that still exists. You just got to pay for YouTube Red. It's that simple. Like, it's that simple, right? Another thing that people were talking about are record stores in their area. I'm confused. How do you not find a record store? There's like record stores everywhere. Jesus, you go to record stores all the time.
I do, yeah. Yeah.
Like,
there's records at like Urban Outfitters.
Yeah. So
yeah, but they're the local ones, like there's plenty of them, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, are these older Gen Z people don't know how to use like MapQuest or Google Maps or any of that?
Not MapQuest. Not MapQuest.
MapQuest.
They definitely don't know how to use MapQuest. They got to print out the directions.
And God forbid you run into a detour. They were talking about another one, which we kind of discussed, or they said like the LG slide up phones, Game Boys, and DSs. Now the phones I understand, but Game Boys and DSs are still a thing. Like they're still.
Yeah, but the DS is not the same as like the DS that we used to have. Like them DSs back in the day were fire, bro.
Honestly,
like, you can still go to the flea market and get yourself a DS, but
yeah, you can. You
can go get yourself a Nintendo Game Boy.
Then there's things that are not technically legal. They're like these emulator machines that look like Game Boys that have 2 thumbsticks, but have like because they have pirated a whole bunch of pirated games like Nintendo 64, PlayStation, all these GameCube games, but it has like all the old games on it, and you can have all that in your pocket. Like for instance, like now my phone, you can download Delta and have all the Game Boy games, like download all the ROMs and all that stuff. Don't sue me, Nintendo.
That's cool.
But you can download all the games, allegedly. All you gotta do is just, download the ROMs off the internet. Like right now, I can might be able to play Mario Party or Mario on my phone. Maybe.
Sponsor us, Nintendo, and we won't do it.
This nigga's trying so hard not to get sued.
But when you say lawyer? Yeah, I can say that. Okay, cool.
All right. Another thing people were talking about are CDs and CD players.
Ooh, love CDs.
I'm going to keep it a buck. If you didn't live during the CD time period, you don't know how annoying CDs and CD players were, especially if there was a scratch on your CD and that bitch just kept around the same part.
You gotta take care.
But I remember making CDs though. You had your turn up CD you put in your car. You know, like I miss that time where you make your little playlist.
Yeah, the little live wire era.
Yeah,
I love
that was
that
pretty
shit.
dope. I used to make CDs for my friends. Like, yo, I made you this CD for your car so we can ride to the beach.
Yo, you ever made a CD for your crush?
Nah, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did. I made it for my friends though.
I made you.
I never did that.
Mine had a bunch of twerk songs on it.
Twerks. I made playlists for a crush, but never a CD. Unfortunately, by the time I was able to burn a CD, nobody was really caring about that crap anymore.
Nobody was listening. On top of that, if you run out of batteries, it's a whole nother issue. Like, what are you?
Oh yeah, that's true. They're definitely doing a comeback though, and they're really cheap right now. So if you're really into collecting, as I am, they're really cheap to get right now, and they're definitely doing a comeback. Same thing as cassette tapes.
They still drop CD players,
bro.
They do, yeah.
Let me.
Urban Outfitters was dropping them again, and they were charging like $150, $100. I'm like, bro, I remember when CD players were $20.
And they still are at the flea market. Me, Pueblo, and Lakeland. Y'all go ahead and go there.
Let's go.
Yeah. Every analog format, they're definitely coming back. I mean, every new record, like every new album, every artist puts out, they always do like every format possible. Like you'll get vinyl, you'll get a cassette tape, you'll get a CD. I'll show you.
Wait, what was the first CD you guys remember buying?
Oh, what is it?
Which one is that?
This is Linkin Park's latest record.
Shit.
But it's a tape.
That's nice.
You see? They're still doing this.
I'm surprised you got that in arm's reach. An actual tape play, a tape from a song. Like, hey, I got a tape here. Like, I can't even tell you. Right. My thing, I can't even imagine how would I even play that. Like, where would I even play a fucking tape?
I'm not gonna hold you.
At this point, it's more of a collector's item. You can see it's a colored. This is a pink tape. So yeah, it's more of a collector's item, that's for sure. But there's plenty of options. You can still get tape players. You can still get CD players, turntables, of course. There's plenty of options.
Yeah, apparently you can get one on Amazon for like as cheap as $20, and if you want a real nice one, you can spend like $40 and get yourself a CD player with a speaker. But the dollar ones ain't got the anti-skip ones. You gotta get the anti-skip ones. So
you gotta pay a premium for the anti-skip, guys, in case your CD. So you're not listening to the same 5 seconds of your favorite album. Another thing, older Gen Z people say that they miss with technology is DVDs and DVD players. Which I'm like, do you not have a Netflix account? Do you not have a HBO?
Nah,
wait, how do you miss that? You have an Xbox. You have a PlayStation. They play DVDs. Like, did they forget that? Like, did it? You like DVDs?
I did like the DVD era. I liked having the collection of DVDs, and you could pick out what you wanted to watch. And you had a little Blu-ray player. You go to Redbox and get what you. It was like Blockbuster, but for Gen Z.
I think that's
DVD players was trash.
I think that's what people miss the most, like the nostalgia, the collector's aspect to it. Because I do like DVDs as well. There's like this company called the Criterion Collection. They do like DVD box sets of old movies, and they come like with a big booklet and a lot of extra features and stuff. And that's the cool part of it. I might never watch the actual DVD because I can find the movie online, but but I have all of the extras and all. It's a collector's item.
I remember not only DVDs, I remember having VHSs of a lot of classic movies. Here's why I think DVDs and VHSs and some print versions are important, because we be jumping into the Mandela effects hella quick. And people be like, oh, this and that. Because I still remember, what was that movie that Sinbad was in that he swears he wasn't in it? Shazam or Kazam, whatever one. And niggas can't find it online, but there's people with actual VHS copies of it. And I'm like, that's why we need it. Because people will always be like, oh yeah, it was never that way. And if you at least have the physical version, nobody can be like, oh yeah, gaslight you into thinking that it doesn't exist.
That's
yeah,
true.
like the Fruit of Looms where they said there was no cornucopia.
Oh my god, bro.
There was a cornucopia.
Oh my god, bro. But if you didn't have an old Fruit of Looms t-shirt, it was almost hard to prove, right?
That's crazy.
Right? So speaking of gaslighting, the next topic I do want to talk about, since we are in the month of February early on, and we're kind of heading towards Valentine's Day. Shout out to all the loved ones and stuff. I found this article about, some habits that people deal with, especially nowadays in the dating sphere and shit. So I wanted to go through some of them and see if you guys have ever dealt with and or have been the ones dishing out some of these bad app dating behaviors. First of all, ghosting. Have you guys ever ghosted somebody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeremy, why you even pause, nigga? We know you ghosting the hoes.
Yeah.
You ghosting the hoes.
Nah, not really. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes, if you're mutually ghosted?
Why you stuttering?
Mutually ghosted. Is that a ghosting? If
Why
you both of y'all ghost each other?
This nigga's trying so hard to justify it, bro.
I'm just saying. I feel like, I didn't ghost. If you got ghosted while you're ghosting somebody, did you really get ghosted? Or just both of you guys stop talking?
How you know it was mutual? Maybe they were waiting on you to text them, Jeremy.
Fair enough.
All right. The next one is breadcrumbing. I don't know if you guys have ever breadcrumbed anybody or,
What's that?
breadcrumb before. It's like when you're it's like slow ghosting instead of just like completely dubbing the person because you're not feeling it. You drop little breadcrumbs here and there and it kind of keeps them on the hook. So they're like, oh, maybe he might be interested. Maybe da-da-da-da. So instead of ignoring them how you always be doing, Jeremy, you might every couple of days drop a, hey, how you doing, whatever, and then not text them back type shit. So they just stay kind of
No, that's me. I ain't never did that. I'm going to just cut you off like right there.
It's not on purpose. It's not on purpose. I say it because I've done it unintentionally just because I feel bad. Sometimes I'll be like, let me say hi back or some shit. Love bombing.
Oh, definitely not.
You don't love bomb nobody, Jeremy? That Asian girl from the gym?
No. Never.
All right, what about gaslighting, Jeremy?
I ever gaslit somebody? Probably unintentionally.
I have. No, yeah. I have. Shout out to Kev. My bad.
Oh, shit. You want to tell the story?
Nah, I mean, it was just too... I mean, I'm sure he gaslit me a lot, too, so it's okay.
I feel like that's just something that happens quite often. Now, has anybody here ever been catfished?
I was catfished.
That's a good story.
We got to hear about this. We got to hear it. We got to hear it.
You will not believe... Bro, nah, because this story is just like, it's like way too long. If I tell you the short version of it, it still would be too long. I got catfished so hard. I met somebody in the 7th grade on Hobble Hotel, okay? We exchanged numbers. I was like 11 or 12 at the time. We exchanged numbers. We were friends. I flew to Philly to meet this person. I saw the person. We hung out. This was the same person from MySpace because we exchanged MySpaces too. Same person from MySpace. I hung out with this guy. We walked the mall. My mom was behind us. My mom was not going to let me do it myself. I have family in Philadelphia. Okay, so... boom, I fly back. We stayed friends, but I was going into high school, so there was no way that we were gonna be in a long distance relationship. But we was still real cool, real friendly. Like if we could be together, we would be together, but it wasn't gonna happen. I started dating Kevin. They didn't like that I dated Kevin, but whatever, it's fine. We were friends, but we went into 12th grade. Fast forward, me and Kev, we were having some issues. And we had broke up for a little bit. And I ended up flying to Philly. And I met my friend. I met him. And I was like, yo, I'm almost 18. Or I'm 18. I'm flying over there. We're going to meet. Whatever. I meet this person. Catfish had just come out. I'm watching Catfish, dog. And we're on the phone together. And I'm like, yeah, I come tomorrow. Like, that's so exciting. And I'm literally watching Catfish as we're talking. And he was like, yeah, if you found out that I was somebody else, would you be mad? I said, yeah, I mean, you catfished me. But I already seen you. Like, we already hung out. We already talked. We've seen each other. Like, so how, like, I didn't... I meet the person.
What do you mean you meet the person? I thought you met them already.
It was not the person I met.
What do
so
you
the person
I had been talking to the entire time was actually a dyke. A stud. I'm not even saying a dyke. Who was a stud? It was a girl. The entire time.
So women be catfishing too.
Wait, how?
It was one of her best friends that she was using their picture, and she convinced her best friend to meet me because she was too like embarrassed or whatever. When I was, when I was flying down
bad. She loved you.
So
bad.
I said, "Oh my God, I kissed this random stranger in the mouth."
Yo, that's crazy.
And, it was an insane revelation in my life.
It happens.
But we stay real cool. We stay real friends. Like, that's still my dog. Shout out to him because he did transition. So shout out to my dog.
Yo, did he transition?
He got a baby.
For you?
He got a wife. No. But shout out to my dog. He's cool.
That's one of the longest catfishes ever.
That was
dedication.
The longest. Yeah.
And
that was my catfish story. So I hope y'all enjoyed. It's a lot longer. I felt like that was long in itself, but
no, we love that. We love that.
It was crazy.
Jeremy, Jesus, y'all got any catfish stories?
No, I don't think I will catfish because I probably have been texting women who were catfish, but I never met them, so I never knew.
This is when you were posting them.
But you know, it happens.
Toxic, y'all. Jeremy's toxic. He's a toxic male. Yeah, watch out for him.
Yeah, you never know. You know how it be sometimes.
All right, and the last thing we want to talk about, well, before we even move on, is Happy Valentine's Day to everybody watching the OTD podcast right now. The last thing we want to talk about, we just want to give a big ass, happy Black History Month. This one's for my niggas. Only for the niggas.
Literally.
Regardless of what Donald Trump says, because they tried to ban Black History Month and then tried to re-announce it as National Black History Month, which is like, we don't care what you do, we're gonna celebrate regardless, yo. Like,
really?
Yeah, you ain't see that? They banned it from the Department of Intelligence Agency. They banned a whole bunch of like a whole bunch of things like Women's History Month and all these other things. And then the next day he brought it back like, I'm officially declaring February National Black History Month. Like, bro.
It was already dead. What are you talking about, you fucking weirdos?
He put the word national in front of it. He felt like he's Kendrick Lamar or something.
Gulf of America.
That Gulf of America, exactly. So it's just crazy. And so we just want to shout out to all the people celebrating Black History Month. Make sure you educate yourself this month. And if you're not, sign up for Dr. Barlow's Intro to African American Studies in America class on TikTok and keep up with that. Jeremy just wanted to tell you guys to go to MLK Boulevard and smoke a black, but I told him we couldn't do that because that's kind of fucked up.
We'll do that another episode.
We'll do that on the next episode. And just to end us off on the right footing, Jeremy, you got a hot take for us?
Yes, I got a hot take for us. I don't know how familiar you guys are with Chick-fil-A. I think their niceness is overrated. I recently found it out is they're actually really fake, and I am over their fake nice at Chick-fil-A. I don't believe anything they tell me. Have a nice day. No, I'm not gonna have a nice day. You guys don't really mean it. I don't like fake nice anymore. I like real mean. I'd rather take real mean than fake nice, if that makes sense, right? I'd rather you just say, fuck you, why are you here? Fair enough. I know you don't want to be here. I had a job too. I wouldn't want to work there either. So my hot take is Chick-fil-A is overrated. I cannot.
Did you think they were really being that nice with everything they were saying, though?
Oh, they definitely cussing you out in their head.
Yeah.
I'm the type of simp that thinks strippers actually like me. So, yes, I did think they were actually nice.
Jesus.
Well, if you go to the Chick-fil-A on Fowler, closer to University Mall, they not like that. They real mean. They don't give a... They'll tell you to fuck off.
Jeremy wants a Chick-fil-A people to act like Jamaican people when you pull up to their restaurants. We not have that. What you want? We don't have that. Like, for real, bro. Great hot take. Great hot take, Jeremy. Guys, thank you once again for tuning into another episode of the OTD Podcast. Young Jeremy Jones, Jesusito, King Lola, Pretty Sweet Angel Baby. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the page. Follow us across all social media platforms, OTD Pod, FTW. And catch us next fucking... Oh, look at
like
Jeremy.
that.
I don't know. That was kind of sassy. Just kidding.
It's supposed to be February, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Guys, check us out. Follow us everywhere. And tune in next Thursday for our next episode of the OTD Podcast. See you later. Deuces.
Bye. Bye.